Hello, this is Dan Ferrisi, Editor-in-Chief with Commercial Integrator. So happy to be back here at the HD-based Alliance booth at ISE 2023, and especially happy to be joined once again by Jonathon Ferry, VP of Product Education and Experience at Key Digital. We had a great conversation at Infocom, and now we're reconnecting again. Thanks so much for joining me.
I'm glad to be here, Dan. It's great to be with you once again, and to the audience at Commercial Integrator, bienvenidos from Barcelona.
Thank you so much. I'm not going to try to replicate that. I don't think my accent would be very good. But let's talk about being a leader in UC&C. Everyone is talking these days about the UC&C category. It really is a category in ascendance. Can you talk about how things are kind of becoming unified and why it's important for things to become unified?
Surely. So UC&C, it presents this huge opportunity. It's so important from the integrator's perspective because this is the reason why corporations, government agencies, education, this is the reason why they're spending money. They realize, hey, the technology that went in 10 years ago, 15 years ago, might have been great at the time, but how much easier things are now, how much easier it can be, and it really justifies the purchase because when things are easier, people are going to utilize that technology. It's going to work as advertised. Their employees are going to be able to be much more efficient and just collaborating together, working together, brainstorming ideas. So, it's really, there's a whole, kind of a sales approach to it as well that hey, all right, these are all great sounding ideas, but at the same time, it truly is becoming easier. And we're also looking at, just like so many things do happen this way in the electronics industry, is sometimes things come from the consumer world and kind of then, all right, yes, we can do this because everybody's already familiar with this. And there's that aspect as well. And so, I think for us at Key Digital, how did we get into a place of leadership for the UC&C category? Well, you always got to look back to the pandemic and what we learned from that and everything. Well, we had already had a lineup of products ready to go before the pandemic that then once the pandemic did hit, it's actually those products became even more useful and even more timely and everything. And so we were kind of in a good position that way, ways of hey, I'm going to cast my content wirelessly because I can't connect. I don't want to touch things in the conference room, just as an example. So, it's really being prepared, having the technology, knowing that this is where it's going, but then it became expedited so much faster when the pandemic hit as well, that I think we were able to put ourselves in a position of leadership for this category. Long answer, sorry, Dan.
Long answer, but a very informative answer, and I appreciate those details because UC&C clearly is the table conversation in our industry these days, and knowing that Key Digital is a recognized leader in it. Thank you for that additional explanation. We are also here at the HD-based Alliance booth. I know Key Digital is deeply integrated with HD-based, as evidenced by the fact, I think behind me you can see your station here at the booth. Can you talk about how leveraging HD-based empowers an organization like Key Digital to deliver on the key deliverables that you have?
Certainly. So, okay, without HD-based, it really wouldn't be possible. You could say it just that easily. It's the 5-play aspect of HD-based, where you're not only sending video, but you're sending the Ethernet connectivity, you're sending the USB connectivity, and you're sending the control, and in often cases you're powering devices as well. Without HD-based, these systems could only be achieved with a bouquet of wires, versus with HD-based with just a single wire. There's no replacing it. It would not be possible without HD-based. And what we're doing behind us here is we're fully integrating as well. This is the unified part. This is why our industry is the industry to lead UC&C, because unification is very much the same as integration, which is what our industry has done for many decades now. So we're just well equipped to do it. This is our expertise, and without HD-based T, it wouldn't be possible, but we have a solid foundation thanks to HD-based T.
It's clearly a very, very strong marriage, and it's bringing about that integration exactly as you say. Thank you so much, Jonathon Ferry, for giving me an update. Again, it was a wonderful conversation at InfoComm. I appreciate the refresh and the update this time around. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here at the HD-based T Alliance booth.
Thank you very much once again for having me.
So happy to have been joined by Jonathon Ferry, VP Product Education and Experience at Key Digital. My name is Dan Ferrisi, Editor-in-Chief with Commercial Integrator, coming at you from the HD-based T Alliance booth at ISE 2023 in Barcelona.